life. I'm a motivational speaker when I'm not doing this, and the reason I do really well as a motivational speaker because I know what I'm talking about. You know, you're looking at somebody been at the bottom before. So I'm not like some rich dude whose mama and them had some money and gave me some money. Now I'm telling y'all how to get over. No, I'm gonna tell you how to get over because I've been under. I'm gonna tell you how to get up because I've been down. I'm gonna tell you how to finish because I got off to a bad start. Now I'm about to tell you two things. Now listen to me. What I'm about to tell you, this is for spiritual people only. If you're not a spiritual person, this ain't for you. If you don't believe in God, this ain't finna do nothing for you. But I ain't know you was coming, so I have no other version. This is only people who have a faith. You ain't got to be no like born again Christian or nothing like that. You got to know that God is God. If you understand that, I can help you from here. I'm gonna give you two things that can change your life. It's two scriptures that changed my entire life. It's very simple. The cool thing about what I'm finna tell you is anybody can do it. This is what I'm finna tell you. See, I ain't not finna talk to you about no education because I ain't got one. I flunked out of school. I had a severe stuttering problem. I couldn't talk outside my house. I ain't do well in school ever. I ended up flunking out of school. I'm on my third marriage. I lost everything I've owned twice. I've been homeless and lived in a car for 3 years. I'm finna tell you what I know. This ain't no fancy rich boy answer, no theories, no. You ain't got to buy no program to do this. You ain't got to go sign up. I'm telling you right now, what I'm finna tell you, if you apply it right now, can change your existence. Because everybody I know want to be happy. Everybody I know want to be successful. If you don't want them two things, there's something wrong with you anyway. So now here, there is a scripture that I'm going to give you. It's a very small scripture. It's very short. I don't even know where it is in the Bible. Somebody probably know it if I say it, but I'm going to give it to you. This scripture changed my life. You have not because you ask not. You have any idea how major those words are for you? You have not because you ask not.
Yo. If y'all can hear me right now, if I'm coming in clear with my sound, just do me a favor. And I'm just going to ask. All right, I'm just going to ask and see if anybody is feeling like giving this out today. But can you guys go over to all of the, messages, group chats, text message threads, the text thread that you got with your mama, your auntie, and your little sister, go over to those threads and drop this link in there and say, I love you. After you drop the link, say, I love you, because today this call is all about love. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto, episode number 141. I'm asking, ye shall receive, seeking, ye shall find, knock, and it shall be opened unto you. We're about to get started with this call. Today is going to be epic. I hope you guys are ready. Let's get this money.
It's such a simple scripture, but it's in your Bible. It ain't just in rich people's Bible. It's in the same copy you got. You have not because you ask not. This is the truest statement you'll hear me say today. Because it's true. Most people don't have the life of their dreams because you don't ask God for the life of your dreams. You've been trying to figure it out and handle it yourself. Well, how that's working out for you? You know how hard that is to do, man? Because I did it. I did it for 30-some years. I tried to figure it out myself. Man, all the simple scripture says, you have not because you ask not. If you up your ask, he automatically ups his yield. You his child. God created you. He made you. You ain't just here by no accident. You ain't here because of your mama and daddy. Where your mama and daddy come from? Somebody started this whole thing. God created you. He gave you these little simple things you can do. You have not because you ask. Second reason people don't have what they want and be finished. They don't have it written down. This is a very, very important piece to success. It's the principle of success. Every wealthy person knows this. I don't know nobody wealthy don't have a vision board. I don't know nobody wealthy don't have their stuff written on a piece of paper. I don't know nobody. I know a lot of people doing good. We have discussed it at great lengths. They've showed me some of their vision boards that why I had to go back and change mine. I went, whoa, whoa, whoa. But you got to have a vision board that's got to be written down. You know why? Because that's a scripture too. Habakkuk 2:2. Go, I know where this one at. Habakkuk 2:2. Go home and read that. It says, write the vision and make it plain so that he who reads it will run to it. And even though it tarries, that means take a long time. Wait for it. For surely it will come at an appointed time. Man, I'm telling you real now. What I'm telling you works. This ain't no magic trick. If you up your ass and you write everything you want from God on a piece of paper, now here's the exercise I want you to do. This gonna trip you out. Write everything you want from God on a piece of paper. Be as detailed as you can. Write it down. The object for you is to write down 300 things. Because I know 300 things that you could use. It's gonna be hard for you. When you get to number 75, you're gonna get stuck because your mind isn't conditioned to think way out there. So you're going to try to stay in your little list. But I want you to just open up your imagination. If you could have anything you wanted, put it on a piece of paper. Anything. How many colors? What kind of color? What color? Where you want your next house to be? Do you want a summer home? Where you want to travel to? How much you want in the bank? How much would you like to have in retirement? What you want to leave for your grandkids? How much would you like to give all your siblings? Would you like to one day walk in and just give all your family a check? Put everything you want on a piece of paper. Do not stop until you have 300 things. It's going to take you a while. I'm telling you, when you get to 75, your brain going to lock up. But keep writing it down. But every morning, read your list. I don't want you watching TV at night. I want you to read your list. Number 6, take 5 minutes and read your list every night, every morning. 1 year from today, wait 1 year from today, and take a pen out and go down on your list and check off anything that has happened for you that's on that list. Right. Listen to me. If you do that in faith, if you read your list with the expectation that God is going to do some great things for you, at the end of 1 year, you will be stunned, absolutely stunned at how much stuff comes off that list. I promise.
Yo, what's going on, family? Welcome to Coffee and Crypto, episode number 141. My name is Vincent Owens, your host each and every single Tuesday and Thursday. This is our last episode of Coffee and Crypto before we go into a strong weekend, right? I believe this weekend is one of those weekends where we can make a lot of money together. What it takes is us to work together, right? We all have to work together. We all have to focus on collaboration, right? This is the season of collaboration. This is the season of inspiration. This is the season of determination. And this is the season of elevation. This is just the season of shine, right? I call this the shun season. This is the 4th quarter. And you're either going to apply shun, which is action, right? Or you're going to be shunned. Okay. You're either going to apply action or you're going to be shunned. I hope none of you all will be shunned, and each and every single one of you all will apply action. Guys, we are live on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to my Twitter, Coffee and Crypto. Also, we are live on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. And if you're watching live on YouTube, go over there and smash that little thumbs up button. Hit it. All right, hit it one time, not twice, because it'll take it down. So just hit it one time, hit that little like, hit the subscribe. And if you want to go a little further, you can let me know one thing you like, learned, and love about today's episode, just so that other people that may be catching it later on, they can go and read the comments. You know, people love to read the comments. So just go drop your comment. Hey, I enjoyed this today. Hey, I learned this today. Hey, this was my favorite part today, right? And this helps the show grow. If you all want me to be here a lot longer, the show has to grow. It cannot stay the same. I promise you, if you want me, because there'll come a time where I'm gonna just be real, right? If the channel was bigger, right, which in the spiritual it is, but the physical, we're still working on it. But if the channel and the physical was bigger, I'd have a lot more supporters that if they did take my channel down, which they took down the last one, then all the supporters can go and tag YouTube on Twitter and be like, hey, give Coffee and Crypto back the channel. This is why I say it's like the Zoom is cool, but YouTube don't see the Zoom. So if you're tuning in on Zoom, go one step further. Drop some call. I go one step further for y'all each and every single week. Every single day, I go one step further for you. I just ask that you go one step further for me and go into the comments on YouTube and help me with that algorithm, right? Because that also counts. So I do appreciate you all. Just want to set the tone, ask and receive, and maybe, you know, you all will be in that spirit of giving today, you know, I mean, giving back to the show. So I appreciate you all for tuning in to Coffee and Crypto. This again is our 141st episode, and I have a way to start with today that's a little spiritual. I don't know if you all are spiritual. You know, I don't know if we got any spiritual people or any people that believe in the Bible or whatever, right? But I'm spiritual. I believe in the Bible as well. And if you don't, you know, I didn't know you were coming. So I don't have another version, right? There is no other version of this. So I'm gonna play this quick little kids clip. I want for everybody to, we're gonna start here, right? We gotta start with education. That's what Diddy said. As a people, we have to start with education, okay? And so the first thing I wanna educate you all on is something, a story, Noah's Ark, right? I know you guys remember that. Noah's Ark from the Bible. I'm gonna play this video, and as we're watching Noah's Ark, right? As we're subscribing to this information, right? I want you all to be able to also relate this back to what you're doing today. Relate this back to what other people around you, other educators, other people who have faith in not just crypto, right? But the future, right? Becoming better in our futures, becoming more wealthier in our futures, right? See, in the Bible, I don't know if you all knew, but God, okay, talked about money. He talked about wealth. He talked about riches over 1,000 times in the Bible. Over 1,000 times. You can go into the Bible and over 1,000 times you can find him talking about riches and wealth, meaning that he wants you to be rich. He wants you to be wealthy. Today is one of those days. Welcome to the show. If you're live on Twitter, YouTube, make sure you all stick around. Don't go nowhere because I ain't going nowhere. Let's get it.
Stories of the Bible. Noah and the flood. This is Noah. Hi. Noah was a good man who tried to do the right thing.
He got a beard like me.
Yeah. But in the time when Noah lived, he was the only man on earth who was doing the right thing. All the other people on earth were doing evil things and hurting each other. This made God very sad. So God said that he was going to send a flood to the earth that would destroy every living thing on earth because he was sorry he ever made them. But God decided to save Noah and his family. God told Noah to build a boat and fill it with 2 of every kind of animal and bird. Okay. Noah did just that, and then Noah and his whole family boarded the boat and waited for the flood to come.
All right, I'm gonna break this down. So y'all are my family. This is Coffee and Crypto, crypto nerds, you know what I mean? And if you're not a part of neither one and you just a fan of crypto, understand that we're on the boat. Rosie Rios is on this boat with us. Brad Garland House is on this boat with us. David Schwartz is on this boat with us. Right? So we all on this boat, and now we're just waiting for the flood. See, you got to be patient. See, if you lost faith because the flood didn't come fast enough and you got off the boat, what would happen to you? You would have drowned. So you got to stay on the boat. Let's keep going through this story.
The rain fell hard for 40 days and 40 nights. Water covered the whole earth, and the boat floated safely on the surface. Water covered even the highest mountains on earth, but Noah and his family were saved. God remembered Noah and all the animals on the boat. God sent a wind to blow across the earth, and the flood began to go away. After 5 months, the boat came to rest on a mountaintop. A few months later, the other mountains could be seen, 40 days later, Noah opened a window and released the raven. The bird flew back and forth until the flood had dried up. He also sent a dove out to see if it could find dry ground, but the dove couldn't find a place to land because there was still water on the ground. So the dove returned to the boat. After another 7 days, Noah sent the dove out again. This time, it came back with an olive leaf. So Noah knew that the floodwaters were almost gone. A week later, he sent the dove out again, and it didn't come back. So many months after the flood began, Noah opened the covering of the boat and saw that the ground was drying. He waited 2 more months, and at last, the earth was dry.
All right, we can stop right there. All right, check this out, y'all. Why did I play this video? Some of y'all over there, some people are like, I'm playing this stuff. You know, some people, right? I'm gonna tell you something. If you caught the message in that, I'm gonna tell you what the message was, right? There were a couple messages, but Vic said it best. Some of us have never seen the extreme wealth from XRP, right? None of us. It ain't some of us. None of us. Not even Brad Garlandhouse. None of us have seen the extreme wealth from XRP. Yet, we're investing in hopes of receiving something we never have seen. That's the true definition of faith, right? Understand there's something else that I collected from that story is that Noah, he was a patient man, very patient man. And there's something about patient men, you know? I think about a lot of patient men. Steve Harvey, look, I'm leading up into this right now. Steve Harvey said he lived in his car for 3.5 years. Patient man, faithful man, knew that he had a talent and one day the world would see it. See, I know the same thing for me, and I'm not worried. That's why I don't worry. I'm not worried. Yes, I desire it. Yeah. Listen, Noah wanted to get the heck off that boat. He was tired of being on that boat, but he knew he had to be patient because he was a leader. Okay. Steve Harvey, Tyler Perry, neither one of them wanted to live in that car. Neither one of them wanted to live in the car. Do you see what I'm saying? They could have got out the car and gave up, but they kept living. They stayed patient. It's the same thing for what you're going through right now. It's the same thing for what I'm going through right now. What I'm going through with this channel right now, where increasing the viewers, you know, really wanting to increase my viewers, really wanting to take it to the next level. It don't matter because that's just right now, because one day there will be more people. And the thing about it is, can you last the test of time to get there? Can I make it there? Can I stay so consistent to the point where y'all are like, damn, all right, I'm gonna finally share this link out because this brother's been consistent. Maybe 141 episodes ain't impressive to y'all, but I'm freaking impressed with myself. You know what I mean? So it's about the consistency. It's about the patience. It's about the leadership. It's about all of that in one. And if you don't master that, then don't expect to reap what I'm going to reap. You can't reap what I reap if you don't sow the same seeds that I sow. You can't. So understand that when your harvest comes, when someone else's harvest comes, don't look at their harvest and be like, man, I deserve that harvest. Because if you deserve that harvest, you would have planted the seed for that harvest. I'm talking to somebody today. I'm preaching to somebody today. And that's why I'm leading like this, because we got plenty of time for crypto. I got some stuff to show y'all today. It's about to get bullish, right? But God put that on my heart to share the story of Noah, to understand that, guys, we're on the boat right now. We're on the boat right now. We're on the boat right now. And I'm going to be real with you. When we get to where we're going, the next thing is we have to take what we learned on the boat. We have to take what we gained on the boat. Now that we're on land, and what do you think we got to do next, family? Someone drop it in the chat box. After we learn on the boat, After we gain what we wanted to gain on the boat from being on the boat so long, see, it's 10:17 right now. What is it that we get? Can someone let me know? No. Burn the boat. See, you got to burn the boat. You got to burn the boat after you get to where you want to go. Why? Because you don't want to get back on that boat and go where it is. You don't want to get back on that same boat and go back to where it is, because that boat can only take you to where you first came from. That was the boat of the past, right? We're focused on the future. So process. One day you were not on the boat. You finally heard about this information. You finally understood this information and you decided to get on the boat. Now that you're on the boat, you got to stay on the boat for as long as you got to stay on the boat. I can't tell you how long you got to stay on this boat. I don't know that for you. How long am I staying on the boat? I'm the captain of the boat. I am one of the captains of this boat. So I'm on the boat. In the Titanic, you didn't see the captains go and swim away. They went down with the boat. So if this boat goes down, I go down with the boat. That's a real leader. That's real leadership. And if you don't believe me, watch. If 5 years, 6 years of what we've been doing has been false, if I've been leading people into the wrong direction, you all can get off the boat, go get onto the safety boats and go somewhere else. But Vincent Owens, I'm going to burn and crash with this boat. This is how much I believe in this space. And I hope y'all can really feel it from my soul right now, because this is how much I believe in this space. Welcome to the 141st episode of Coffee and Crypto. I'm gonna cool down a little bit. All right. I'm gonna cool down a little bit. All right. And we're gonna start this thing off like this. So Brian Brooks, if y'all don't know who Brian Brooks is, okay. He's the former acting US comptroller of the currency. Okay. He talks about re-dollarization via stable coins on this video. I felt like this was kind of bullish to show you all this morning. And so I want to play this quick video from Brian and these other gentlemen who I don't know who they are, but they look like they're doing something. So let's listen in.
Stablecoins are simply digital representations of dollars held on deposit in US banks. So the dollars themselves don't move, but the instrument by which someone is able to access dollars doesn't require a local bank account. And that's important for the United States because it creates a revolution from below in terms of dollar demand. So in the very countries whose leaders would like to drop the dollar, their billions of citizens demand dollars. The only problem we have, and the reason this is a good Federalist Society topic, is currently the administration is incredibly hostile to crypto in general and to stablecoins in particular. And that is why Ranking Member Maxine Waters, after 18 months of bipartisan work, tried to torpedo Patrick McHenry's stablecoin bill just a couple of months ago. Without a clear regulatory framework that specifies who can issue stablecoins, whether deposit insurance is available for stablecoins, and the manner in which stablecoins can be transmitted both domestically and internationally, without that kind of framework, it's highly unlikely that dollar stablecoins will succeed in the mission of re-dollarizing the world's economy. But at a time like we're in today, re-dollarization is really a critical urgency. And so I would just urge everyone on the call to spend some time looking into McHenry's stablecoin bill, as well as his market structure bill, to understand why market structure is important. Without these networks, stablecoins can't exist, but without sound regulation of stablecoins, their reserve assets, their FDIC insurance status, and similar things, this revolution from below, which is so good for our country, might never occur. So JC, I'll turn it back to you in the panel.
So understand that stable coins are the future, and we're going to talk about this today, right? And there's some things that have started to happen on a congressional level, on a on a policy level, on a leadership level of this country that are very pivotal. There's some moments that are taking place right now. And what I will tell you all is the United States is cleaning up shop, right? The United States is cleaning up shop right now, okay? These bad actors have to go. These people who are holding back this technology have to go. Gary Gensler is not the only one, but there's a few other people that have to be removed. And today we'll talk about it. But before we get there, understand that in 2023, July 27th of this year, okay, there was a U.S. congressional committee, there was a stablecoin bill that was advanced by the U.S. Congress, okay? So the U.S. House Financial Services Committee on Thursday, or in July 27, advanced a bill to establish a federal regulatory framework for stable coins. Now, you all heard what they just said. The bill would have the U.S. Federal Reserve write requirements for issuing stable coins while preserving the authority of state regulators, right? Who wrote this? Well, the person who wrote this was Representative Patrick McHenry, who was the chair of the committee. Okay, now, if you all didn't hear, old Patrick McHenry, I believe I probably have something in here, but I don't think I organized it right. So I want to pull that up for y'all right quick. But Patrick McHenry, okay, is this gentleman right here. I'm going to pull him up. This is Patrick McHenry. So if you all never seen his face, this is who Patrick McHenry is, right? Now, he is now stepping in. He's now stepping in as the interim Speaker of the House, right? The Speaker of the House is one of those guys who actually have, or women that have actually more power than the president. So you got this guy, Representative Patrick McHenry, that has been pro-crypto, been bashing Gary Gensler, beating up the SEC, beating up Sam Bankman-Fried, beating up everybody that's a bad actor. And he's gotten a promotion on October 4th to the interim House Speaker. I don't know who they'll bring in after him. However, as soon as he got in office, you know what he said? The first thing we're going to do, right, is we're going to evict Nancy Pelosi, right, from her private office in the Capitol. Nancy has to go. So that was the very first thing that my boy did, right? My boy, he said, hey, McHenry said, I assumed the temporary speakership after now former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy needed to get that guy out the way, right? Now you got McHenry, pro-crypto, getting Nancy Pelosi out the way. Next step is Gary Gensler, because he's the Speaker of the House. He's the man of the House. Okay? So this is what we are about to start seeing. See, be patient, because where I do think we are right now is, I believe in that story that we watched of Noah's Ark, I believe we just landed on the top of the mountain. But what did Moses have to do? He had to wait until the flood. I mean, excuse me, not Moses, Noah. What did Noah have to do? He had to wait until the flood dried up. And you heard how many months it took. He waited months after months after months after months until he could finally send the birds out, bring the olive branch back. And then guess what? He still had to wait. Patience. We're at the top of the mountain right now, y'all. This is the top of the mountain. Now we just have to wait for some more months, right? A couple more months for this flood, for this water, right, to go away, for it to dry up. So there will be what? New landscape. Understand that when this flood happens in our financial system, there will be a new landscape that will be given, that will be provided. There will be new plumbing to this new financial system, okay? So understand that HSBC, we talked about this on the last episode, but HSBC was just set to allow mortgage payments in Shiba Inu, XRP, and a couple of other cryptocurrencies, right? How many of you all own a business? Is there anybody here that owns a business? I don't care if you do one transaction a year. Is there anybody that owns a business? Are there any business owners? Do you charge people for your services? I don't care if people don't buy it. Some of y'all ain't bought my services. I don't care. There's 7 billion people. If you want to be the person to miss out on my blessing, cool. That's cool. Because there's 7 billion people. Somebody gonna get this blessing. Somebody gonna get this work. It could have been you, but somebody gonna get this work. Understand me. Understand what I'm saying right now. So HSBC, they're now getting that work. Okay, but guess what? If you're a business owner, this is why I asked for you to drop if you're a business owner. Why? Because now you can use something called FCF Pay bill payments, right? Over 20,000 stores, credit cards, banks, vendors, auto, utilities, and more, right? You can do all of this on FCF Pay now. Well, let me take y'all down to the bottom right here, and I want to play a quick little video for y'all real quick, okay?
FCF Pay is a unique solution to help businesses of all sizes to integrate cryptocurrency payments into their existing systems. The 4 main pillars that make FCF Pay simple, flexible, powerful, and secure are our vault, our API, our pre-built integrations, and our partnership-oriented approach. FCF Pay is built around an industry-standard, fully encrypted, multi-chain cryptocurrency vault. It is thanks to this tried and tested technology, similar to that used by all of the major cryptocurrency exchanges, that we are able to process payments in a multitude of cryptocurrencies on many blockchain networks such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, and many more. The FCF Pay API is designed to integrate seamlessly and easily with any kind of e-commerce platform or point-of-sale terminal. Moreover, our API allows for connectivity with CRMs, accounting software, and many other cloud-based or internet-enabled systems.
So understand, okay, I'm not going to play the whole video, but this is a service that you can use, right? FCF Pay, very, very, very important, because this now allows for people to pay bills, to pay for things in cryptocurrency. Remember when a lot of people used to ask, oh, well, what can I do with this crypto? Well, people used to ask that question so early, right? People used to ask that question so early. And that question is now being answered. You see how just being patient, you finally get your answer when you just sit back. And this is for the haters, like a couple of them on YouTube, Instagram. I got time, so I be responding. So, you know what I mean? I was just talking to a hater just now, actually. And it's just like, it's crazy, right? But to be real with y'all, okay, this is the real world use case that we're seeing. And this is just the beginning. We haven't even scratched the scratch of what's possible. So again, stay patient. Yeah, right here. So I want to go ahead and announce something. Chase Bank partners with FCF Pay to accept cryptocurrencies for financial services. This happened on October 4th. This happened on yesterday. Okay. Following HSBC, okay. This strategic alliance will enable the bank to accept cryptocurrencies, including XRP, SHIB, Doge, BTC, and ETH for mortgage, credit card, and loan repayments. So these are the real world use cases. Crypto's not going anywhere, and we're just getting started. So if you're worried about it, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride, or get off the boat, because don't nobody want to hear you. We are all believers on this boat. We don't want to hear you. We will kick you off. We will throw you in that damn ocean. I surely will. I will open up that door and I will throw you off this boat. Do not come on this boat with your disbelief. Stay out there with the other people that are going to drown when this flood comes. And that's my posture from now on. So I want to talk to, before we even move forward, I want to say something to I was in the nerds chat and my boy Jamel, he was talking about last night how he was just trying to get his friend on a free call. And his friend was like, oh, that day trading stuff ain't for me. Understand that your friend just going to drown. Your friend's going to drown. And sometimes that's why you got to find new friends. See, everybody is not going to go. So you got to go and then you got to find the people that already is there and the people that are coming. Don't worry about those people from the past. Don't worry about the non-believers. There's a reason why they don't believe. There's a reason. Just wanted to share that with you, G, because I just felt like, you were suffering with not understanding why he said no to getting on the call. You know how many people I send this link to? You know how many people I text the link to? I sent the doggone link. I don't even know if he on, but I sent the link to Gary McSweeney. It's Gary McSweeney. I sent the link to Gary McSweeney. Like that, literally, I was just talking to Gary McSweeney, and like he's a believer. I send this link out to anybody who I feel like need it. I don't care if you Phil Jackson. I don't care if you Muhammad Ali. Well, he's not here no more. But Layla Ali. I don't care who it is. I know that. I don't care if you're a billionaire. I know something that if you invest into it, you could turn that billion into $1 trillion. I know something. And so do you. Right? Understand that, y'all. So I just wanted to share that with you, Jamel, because it really touched my spirit. But let's move on. And I'm going to play this quick video from Franklin Templeton.
On things like FTX and others. But if you bring the technology down to its core value, it does three things. One is it allows a payment mechanism. Number two, it allows smart contracts to be programmed into the token. And three, because it's a general ledger, it has a source of truth. So whoever has that token, all rights in that token are granted to that person. So if I sell it to Frank, I don't have to go through a third party to do it. Frank gets it and Frank gets all the rights. So my favorite example is Rihanna, who came out with, right before the Super Bowl, and I know she's just testing the market in this, 300 NFTs, each one worth 0.00033% royalties of one of her biggest songs. Well, why can she do that? She can do it because when Spotify plays a Rihanna song, it can capture, the smart contract executes and says, I owe royalties here. And so nobody has to be involved in it. And it can take the fractional payment and go to, because Frank's a big Rihanna fan, so it goes to his account and he owns a couple of those. and he's paid, right? So now think about any way in which you have revenue streams or royalty streams that you can now start to fractionalize that or democratize that, and think about how that is an uncorrelated asset to all the traditional assets. So other examples is, I think that athletes are they'll sign a big contract. They'll say to their fans, I'm going to sell off, tokens worth 10% of my future revenue stream. I'm going to, 100,000 tokens, and boom, the fans are going to probably pay a premium for it. So it will be a way, if you think about it, it's just securitization done on steroids. And it's merely that this technology is enabling it. And it's also enabling other very interesting companies that will disrupt some of the traditional business models that we have today.
Tokenization is, listen, what did she say? She said tokenization is securitization on steroids. Let's keep pressing forward, family.
He's got it. I've got it.
Hello.เราได้แล้ว They got it. Got it. I got it.
Life runs on Ripple. Check this out. I don't know if y'all saw this, but I want to drop this for y'all real quick. Okay. Y'all got to read it now. Y'all got to read it. For the reasons stated above, the SEC's motion for certification of interlocutory appeal is denied, and the SEC's request for a stay is denied as moot. The clerk of court is directed to terminate the motion. Trial in this matter is set to begin on April 23rd, 2024 at 9 a.m. Family, we will be going to trial in 2024. XRP has a trial date with the SEC. Now, what could happen? They could either go to trial or, right, they don't have to go to trial. They could meet, and they could do what do you call it? Come on. They could settle. They could settle. So that they could settle, okay? Or they could go to court. We will see which one happens, right? They could settle. They could go to court. Which one happens? I believe we'll see a settlement, right? The SEC cannot lose 3 times. I need y'all to understand something. The SEC don't lose. The SEC they don't lose. They don't lose. They beat everybody. They're the SEC, except for Tesla, Apple. They don't beat the future. They beat the ones that's not going to be a part of the future. See, that's what's happening right now. So we have a date, April 23rd, 2024. What can we do as XRP Army? What can we do as a community? Well, I believe in 2024, as a community, we need to get more into lobbying. We need to get more into going out here and being at Congress, being at Capitol Hill, being at the Federal Reserve Atlanta, the Federal Reserve Los Angeles, going to these places and being a part of that. That's what we have to start doing, right? We have to be the change that we want to see. And I'm talking to me. I don't expect y'all to do nothing. Some of y'all ain't gonna do a damn thing. You're just gonna sit around, have your XRP and get rich or whatever, right? That's cool. But me, right? I see myself in 2024 being out there, you know, because when you look back at those pictures with Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, right? You see a bunch of brothers and sisters that were in those pictures. Some of y'all grandparents, aunties and uncles, right? And great-grandparents was in those pictures with Martin Luther King, with Malcolm X, with Jesse Jackson, right? So understand something, that when we look, when our kids look back, our grandkids look back, our great-grandkids look back, will they see your face there? And I want to make sure they see my face standing next to whoever it is that's like the Martin Luther King mortar of this space. That's what I want to be standing next to that man, right? And maybe I am that man. Okay. But that's my commitment to the space in 2024. Right. And so let's keep pushing forward. So again, SEC denied it. XRP is getting ready to conquer the financial landscape. Remember, we just used that word, landscape. And what do? You know, that's it, right? We just gotta hit them with this emoji, because at the end of the day, we already know that we've won. XRP is not a security on exchanges, on retail exchanges. So that means that institutions, Ripple itself cannot sell its XRP to institutions. It's against the law now. That means institutions have to go on to Coinbase, crypto.com, Uphold, and purchase their XRP off of the exact same exchange that we purchase it off of. That should feel extremely good to you as an investor. Okay. Just had a bunch of stuff that you know, Stuart Alderati, but here's John Deaton with a quick video.
And so the interlocutory appeal was denied because the only time an interlocutory appeal gets granted, Brad, is when the appellate court doesn't have to look at the facts. It's just a pure issue of law. And she said, no, I applied the facts to the case. The XRP affidavits is one of the facts. I applied these facts and came up with this ruling. And she just takes the SEC to school and she solidifies her first ruling so much even better. And really, as I said yesterday, it really shows you that XRP really is the only asset. If we take Bitcoin out, because Gensler just said, you know, he didn't think it was a security, but as far as legal status, XRP is the only one that has the pure legal status of not being a security.
So then the question is, well, why has XRP not moved? Why has the price of XRP not moved? See, that's the question I'm dealing with right now. Everybody want to DM me or message and comment on my post, why XRP ain't moved? Because it ain't ready to move. And I don't rush greatness. I don't rush greatness. I'm only 30. I don't rush greatness. I'll be 31 in a few days. I don't have to rush greatness. I got 10, 20, 30 years in me. I got that in my tank. That's still in my car. I still got 10, 20, 30, 40 years. So I don't rush greatness, and neither should you. I'm just telling you, don't rush. You cannot rush greatness. There's a reason why. And in this video coming up, I want to talk about it, right? Why has XRP not taking off? Pay attention to both of these videos. This first one is from the IMF. There was a conference call they had with the IMF.
We talk about first mover advantage a lot, and it's actually very interesting because in technology, it can certainly be possible to be too early to develop a product that the world is just not ready to receive, or the infrastructure isn't in place to make that product as successful as it could be. So sometimes a first mover doesn't always win. Sometimes they're too early. But I think that it's not just about the first mover effect for adoption. It's also about the first mover effect for standards. So whoever's first out of the gate here is going to set norms and standards around around privacy, around how open the system is, and actually very detailed standards in how transactions are formatted and how they interact. And as you know, financial institutions start onboarding onto these systems, they're going to get used to one set of standards. And it's going to be extra work to add in new.
I need y'all to understand something. Not only is it about this thing moving in regulation, but do y'all understand? So y'all heard, I want to break this down. So y'all heard what John Deaton said. XRP is literally the only digital asset with clarity legally in the United States. Institutions are going to adopt the clarity. They're going to adopt the standard. XRP is the standard. It is the standard. It's the only legal digital asset. There's no other one out there that is even close to being passed as a non-security. That means that with all of the cloudiness in the SEC and the CFTC and in Congress, the only one that they done took and wiped off, you know what I mean? Wiped off the little, like, how you take a hot shower you take a hot shower, steamy shower, and then you want to see outside of the shower. You got that glass shower, so you start rubbing it so you can see if somebody out there looking. That's XRP. It's the only one that has been wiped away from the steamy shower. Hold on. But don't take it from me. Listen to David Schwartz, the Chief Technology Officer of Ripple.
The narrative for a few years, because I've talked to your CEO, Brad, fairly often, and he's made the case this is a way for banks to save money, use XRP as kind of a bridge currency. But I got to say, it doesn't seem to be happening. It seems every year this is kind of the promise, but we're not seeing a lot of adoption. What's going on?
First off, I want to start by saying this. David Schwartz is about to kick him off the boat. David Schwartz, like me. Brad Garlinghouse will kick you off the boat. Anointed will kick you off the boat. I'm telling you right now, we don't got time for people that speak anything other than what it is that we know is what we need to hear. Watch how David deals with this man.
I would agree that adoption of digital assets has been a little slower, you could see it as being incredibly quick or incredibly slow, depending on what time frame you think is reasonable. I would say revolutionizing international finance is not something that you would expect to happen overnight, but it is a multi-step process. And I think the first problem that we encountered, we kind of thought that we could take a direct line to settling with a digital asset. And I think a lot of people thought that, well, now we have digital assets, let's just use them for payments and that'll be that. Part of the problem is that the payment systems are just not capable of supporting instantaneous settlement. So if you think about a payment system like SWIFT, where you just kind of push a payment message out and you don't necessarily know the entire path and you don't know the fees until later. You don't even know if the destination account even exists until sometime later when the payment is actually processed by the destination institution. There's no way that you could build instantaneous settlement into a system like that. So we kind of found ourselves in this situation where if we wanted institutions to settle their international payments with a digital asset, we first had to rebuild the payment messaging, sort of the plumbing. And we discovered something interesting on the way. What we discovered was that the existing plumbing was so bad. It dates back to batch computing days. That just improving that messaging was a product. That was something that banks and non-bank financial institutions would be interested in. And so we focused on building a top-notch payment network that can settle with a digital asset.
Don't rush greatness. And if you can't take the kitchen, if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen, get out the way. Thank you, Patrick McHenry. This is from August 24th of 2016. I pulled this up for a reason. I wanted to pull this up for a reason. This is from Chris Larson. Thank you, Patrick McHenry, for visiting us at Ripple today. Great discussion. This was in 2016. Turn around, and you now have Patrick McHenry as the interim House Speaker. If y'all don't think that Ripple is on that mountain right now, if you don't believe it, stay a little longer for the show. Stay a little bit longer. See, Ripple has fully licensed to provide digital payment token services in Singapore. We talked about this, but I want y'all to understand how pivotal of a play this really is for the future of this space. Guys, this is the first license that Ripple has got for a digital payment token service provider in any country fully, right? Fully provided. They have that clarity. They have set the standard in other countries, and they will set the standard here in the United States as well. I want to say congratulations to everybody. I want to say congratulations to every single person out there that holds XRP, because you know what you hold now. Understand this. This is I can't make this stuff up, y'all. I can't just create this stuff out of thin air, right? Let me show y'all something. Central bank digital currency, okay, in the MENA region. The MENA region is the Middle East and North Africa region of the world, right? Bank of Israel is now partnered with Ripple, right? James Wallace, this guy right here, he's a bad boy. Understand what he said. He said the Bank of Israel began testing a digital shekel to accelerate payment processors, right? They're letting you know that that digital shekel, that CBDC, is being built on Ripple. There's 30 countries, he said, 30 countries now that are building their CBDCs on Ripple. That's over 10%, right, of all countries in the world so far. That's all I got for y'all today. You know, I am content. I'm so happy and grateful now that each and every single one of us have been able to accumulate enough XRP that is relevant for us. You might not be able to get 100,000. You might not be able to get 50,000. You might not be able to get 20,000. You might not be able to afford 10,000. You might not be able to get 5,000 XRP, because it's not just about XRP, but you have to be diversified, meaning you can't put everything, right? That's nuts. Congratulations, Noy. Congratulations, man. That's amazing. Amazing. Let's go. Let's freaking go, man. I love that. Oh, that was like coffee. That was like some coffee. That was like some creamer in my coffee, man. Congratulations, bro. Super proud of you. Super grateful, bro. You know, you the first person told me about this. First person told me about this. You know, I'm still on the way to my goal. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm still headed to my goal. I haven't hit my goal yet, right? But everybody's different. You cannot compare. You all didn't see me get upset. Like, I'm so proud of that because I know how hard my brother works. He dances every Saturday and Sunday at the park, and he takes that money and put it in. You can't get, like, if you don't have a skill set that can get you paid like that fast, then it's gonna be hard for you to be able to get that, right? If you ain't out here flipping real estate and throwing tens and tens of thousands of dollars into XRP, you can't expect to hit those types of numbers. So let that just be motivation to understand that what's possible. You got to get your bag up. I'm talking to me too. You got to get your bag up. I'm so proud. I'm so honored because that's the first person that told me to buy XRP. And the first person that told me to buy XRP, he hit that like a legend, a true legend, y'all. So congratulations, brother. Super proud, man. Super, super grateful that you even shared that with us, man. Thank you. We ain't gonna tell her now. We ain't gonna tell her. And that's why I didn't share. That's why I didn't share it. I didn't share the amount. I didn't share. I don't think I did. I tried not to share the amount because that's on Zoom. This right here, family. That's okay. This family. YouTube don't need to know. Twitter don't need to know. Just know that we are hitting our goals. We are extremely focused, and do not compare what you have to someone else. Never compare, because that is the thief, right? That is going to be the thief of all of your joy, all of your gratitude. Somebody will always have more, right? But I need you to understand something. God gave you, if you took it and you sowed the way you're supposed to, God gave you what you're supposed to have. He didn't give you more because you couldn't handle it. You have to become worthy of being able to handle that. Just a little love for y'all. Okay. But we are done here. It's 10:56. We've been here for about an hour. I know some of you all have to go. But for the ones that want to stick around for the Q&A, and I'll leave the Q&A section up for anybody that is on Twitter or YouTube. But feel free to raise your hand. I'd love to hear from you all. One thing you like, learn to love today, if you can. You know, I don't want to just call on people randomly because I know some people at work, some people are, you know, dropping kids off. So everybody's not it's 10 a.m. So I get it. It's an early call. Everybody's not in the space. But if you have anything you would like to share, cool. And if nobody has anything today, I would say that we had an amazing episode. So I'm gonna mute myself out for just a few seconds. And if there's anybody that has anything to say, feel free to unmute.
We're proud of you, brother. We're proud of you. You are you could be that You could be that statue. You could be that statue. You could be, you know, you got goals, you got dreams, you're a man, you're badass, you got emotion, you get pissed off, you get happy, you glad for folks, you mad at folks. I mean, you're human. You show it on your sleeve, but you know what? You show up and you keep showing out. So hey, I'm all for that. I can follow that. I can follow that, man.
Thank you,
I
Billy.
got a I got a cold. I hope it ain't COVID videos. Goodbye, y'all.
Nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it at all. That ain't it.
Oh, oh man.
Also tell your wife that everybody said hello and good morning this morning as well. I know she's probably close by, so just want to say good morning to her as well. Is there anybody else that have anything that they would like to say? Feel free to raise your hand. Noah, aka Noah. That's definitely that's a title right there. All right, awesome, y'all. Well, look, I want to say thank y'all so much for being the best part of this show. I really enjoyed today. I'm happy that I showed up today. I'm happy that I was ready to show out. I'm happy that I was prepared. And I will see y'all on episode number 142. And remember, we do have the Discord group. So if there's anybody that's interested in joining in on that, we are increasing our level of activity in the Discord group. The Discord group is really focused. There's no trading going on in the Discord group. I'm not doing that, not teaching trading. I don't think that you should teach things that I think that I should still be in student mode. So that's why I'm transparent. I went back in student mode. Don't mean I won't teach it again one day, but I'm back as a student. Phase one, right? So understand that if I've been doing this for 5 years and I haven't seen the success I want to see from day trading, then it's time to get back into student mode. If you've been in here less than me, you should still be in student mode. That means each and every single one of you on the call should be in student mode when it comes to trading. If you want to learn how to trade, make sure you get with me. I will make sure you get connected with me so you can get inside the nerds chat. It is, I believe there might still be doing a promotion. I don't know. But we do have trading. We have a trading source, right? So my job is to focus on the news, focus on that side of sentiment, right? The crypto nerds and anointed's job is to focus on the technicals, right? The charts. So we all have to play our role. Honestly, y'all, I stepped out of my role sometimes because I can do so many different things, but that's where delegating, that's where having a team comes in, right? Team stands for together, everyone achieves more. So if you all want to really learn how to trade, text me, DM me, and I'm gonna see if I can get you on the Sundays call. Now, Sundays call is $123 a month. Okay, they make that ish in one session. On every session, they making their monthly back in one session. I've seen it. So therefore, I know I can share it because once your eyes have seen it, you can't unsee it. And if you ignore it, then that's a problem too. So if there's anybody on here that truly want to get into their trading bag and start making $100 a day, start making some money every single day, right? So that you can pay for all these subscriptions that you have and you can start building passive residual income, please shoot me over a message. And I'd love to get you connected in with with our community, Crypto Nerds. And we are now affiliated with the Crypto Nerds. Okay, it's cryptonerds.biz. You can go over to cryptonerds.biz. And if you're not ready to pay just yet and you'd like a sneak peek, please let me know. I will talk to Anointed and the other team and see if we can slide you on the Sunday call. That way you can also see us get to our bag live. So with that being said, guys, we are back with a full schedule, Coffee and Crypto every Tuesday and Thursday. We have also tonight, Thursday, with the nerds, we have our call, which is Billy Talk. We're going to have a lot of information on there as well, on exchanges, wallets, ledgers, airdrops, all types of different things. Okay. And then on Tuesdays, we also have a trading call with Cato Watts. Okay. And so she also trades, and it's called Chartopia. So if you all are interested in really getting into technicals, not just the news side of things, That way you can start making money now and you don't have to just wait to make a bag, as well. Please make sure you plug in with me and then also with the nerds. And we would love to show you what we do. So with that being said, this has been an amazing call. I look forward to seeing you guys at the top, not just from the top. And I love you guys. I'll see you all later on tonight on Billy Talk.